So the men decided to abandon their search, and as night began to fall, the great wolf came out of his lair. His teeth glittered in the moonlight.
There are no wolves anymore. Wolves are just there to frighten children.
Yes, there are, my boy. There are still several.
Well, maybe in the zoo. Ah! Aren't they funny? Grandpapa, what else do squirrels eat?
Oh, they eat seeds, acorns, beechnuts, and pine cones.
And the squirrels? Who eats them?
Sometimes it's the falcons, but more often than not it's the foxes.
Then who eats the foxes?
Men kill them when they can for their fur, but above all because the foxes eat their chickens.
And we like to eat the chickens ourselves. If the small are eaten by the big ones, then who eats the big ones?
Well, sometimes it's man, but you'd be surprised how often it's those smaller than themselves. Usually, smaller creatures are gobbled up by bigger ones. But it can happen that the smallest eat the biggest.
But that's just like a big circle. It must all begin somewhere, Grandpapa.
You're right, my boy. Everything has a beginning. And to make it happen, the Creator gave us the sun.
The sun? But why? How does that work? I mean...
Oh, yes, the sun. Without it, Earth would be a dead planet, like masses of other planets.
Hello there, I'm Photon. I'm a light particle. You do remember me, don't you? How could you forget me? You have? Oh, please do try very hard to remember. Photon. Right, that's me. Well, anyway, the other photons and I, we transport energy. Would you like to see, huh? Did you see that shot of energy I gave him? Great, huh? Oh, yes, it's thanks to me that energy, in fact, that life exists. Well, what I meant was, it's thanks to us, and yet we're so tiny, so very, very tiny, that it's impossible to see us. But believe me, we certainly make our presence felt.
But Grandpapa, please explain, how does everything begin with the sun?
It's because the sun is the basis of all food chains. It's the sun's heat that develops everything which is nourishing. Without the sun, there would be none of this. Would you like another example?
Oh, yes, please, I would.
You see, there's nothing much happening in this leaf, huh? Peaceful, isn't it? But believe me, there'll soon be fireworks.
Now that's enough. We'll have a bit of order here, please, if you don't mind.
What do you think of that? And a carbonate, not that. Another oxygen. Yes, like that. Prettier.
Hey! Are you crazy? I said sugar. Do you call that sugar?
But it's pretty, don't you think, Chief?
I want sugars. Do you understand?
We'd better drop it. He doesn't know anything about abstract sculpture.
Carbon,
And that oxygen and the
hydrogen, an oxygen, all done.
Yes, that's a bit more like a sugar should look like. Good. Send it down here.
Yes, indeed, it's sunlight that provides the energy needed for the maintenance of life, for the whole chain of life.
And what about us? What's our place in the chain? I mean, nobody eats us, do they? And we eat lots of things.
Much more than we really need to, yes. It hasn't always been like that, though. Let me tell you about it. Tens of thousands of years ago.
Well, here's supper for you and the children.
Call this supper?
Well, I almost caught an enormous animal this big, but...
You and your hunting stories.
Remember not to make any noise. Shh.
You see, my boy, with that lifestyle, they were always hungry, and their bodily needs were difficult to satisfy.
Fats, 12 calories. Proteins, 8. Vitamins, ooh, there are very few. There aren't many vitamins, are there? Oh well, fortunately, we are used to Spartan diets. Okay, all in all.